May 17th, 2016, General Session of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners. This morning we'll begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Brooks.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, we have some guests with us this morning. We have a ceremonial resolution for Armed Forces Day, which is coming up on Saturday. We have with us today some guests from the Tuskegee Airmen, the Ohio Memorial Chapter, and we also have with us Amy Taylor from the CDDC, because this morning we're going to talk about not only Armed Forces Day and the Tuskegee Airmen, but the new Veterans Memorial that we are in the middle of building. If you haven't seen it, you can look out the windows and you can see the brand new memorial going up. And so I just got a briefing yesterday, and so we're excited about it. Amy, would you like to lead us off?
Sure. Thank you, Commissioners. Thanks for this opportunity. I am here representing the Veterans Memorial and Museum. We began construction in December, and it is on the land on Broad Street, and it is going to be a 50,000 square foot museum with a memorial grove and a rooftop sanctuary. And that museum is really to honor our veterans. I often say this isn't a war memorial, and it's not a military museum. It's for the stories of veterans, and veterans like what you're going to hear from today. We've been working with Mr. Morast and the Tuskegee Group. We've been going out and doing dozens of presentations to veterans groups, hearing what they want, hearing about their stories. We've been doing focus groups because it really is all about the stories that veterans are telling. Again, we're under construction, and we expect to open in the spring of 2018.
That's
if
great.
you or anyone here, anyone watching, has artifacts or stories that they'd like to tell us, please go to our website at ovmm.org.
Great.
Fantastic. Thank you, Amy. We have with us today some very, very special guests, and would like to, I have the names here, I believe, but I don't know if I have everybody. So if you guys would like to come up, we have with us today Captain John Mitchell. We also have with us, and Captain Mitchell, are you the president of the Ohio Memorial Chapter?
Yes, sir. I am the president.
Excellent. We also have with us Edward Morast, Dr. Amanda Flowers, Joseph Graham, Ernest Rosser are all with us. So if you guys would like to come up, and if Captain Mitchell, if you would like to introduce yourself, tell us about.
They're using guys for women, too.
Okay, well, if everyone will please stand,
Yeah.
my people just stand and be acknowledged. Again, my name is Captain John Mitchell. I'm the president of the Tuskegee Airmen Ohio Memorial Chapter. And basically, these are some of the people that I work with, or that make me look a little bit better than what I really am. So, but again, if you give me roughly about 2 minutes or 3 minutes or so, I would be.
Take your time.
Okay. Go ahead and be seated. That'd be fine. Basically, what I've brought about is that those that have heard of the Tuskegee Airmen, many of you here have heard of that story. And you think of the military veterans who have fought in World War II. They were told they were inferior. They lacked the capability to fly airplanes. But of course, the story was changed that instead they had exemplary war record in protecting the bombers and proved the skeptics, all the skeptics, that were wrong. All that's true, but there's more to the story. From 1946 to 1949, the all-African-American 447 Composite Group, the Tuskegee Airmen, served at Lockbourne Air Force Base, now Rickenbacker, and lived right here in Franklin County. Segregated, the whole base was black, cooks to pilots, until 1948, Harry Truman signed the Executive Order 9981, ending segregation in the military. The armed forces began to integrate. Still, there's more to the story. Many of the veteran Tuskegee Airmen remained here in Franklin County, and many of them came to Franklin County because of the opportunities that was presented to them in Franklin County. They raised their families. They became role models, taught in the schools, influenced the next generations right here in Franklin County. I am a product of that. I was raised here, and today I have over 40 years of flying experience, 30 years with the airlines. U.S. Airways, now part of the New American. I would not be here today if it was not for the Tuskegee Airmen. But I was not the first. Dave Harris, who was from Columbus, Ohio, went to The Ohio State, was the first African-American airline pilot, and he got his wings back in 1994. He was also a veteran of the Air Force. However, much of that history, Franklin County's history, has been lost to its younger generation. Tuskegee Airmen, Inc., Ohio Memorial Chapter, is an organization that was started by original Tuskegee Airmen. Our programs introduce youth to the various careers of aviation, and by emulating the positive examples of the Tuskegee Airmen having self-discipline, attaining an education, serving the community, students are presented with the building blocks they will need as tomorrow's leaders. Also, our chapter, as you know, embraces the veteran. We believe the talents among today's veterans likewise can be a positive boost to our neighborhoods, getting them involved with our youth. It's a win-win situation. What we ask of the Franklin County Commissioners is to support these programs, help us tell the story, help us have a positive impact on the young lives in our community, and help us have a location where that story can be told. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we want to come up and obviously we want to get a picture with you guys. We are, as Franklin County Commissioners, we are unbelievably proud to be able to call you guys some of our own here in this county. I have learned so much over the last few years about the Tuskegee Airmen from my sister, Tina. I think some of you probably know her. She's been volunteering with your organization for a long time. And when we began this process of putting together the new memorial, she came to me and bugged me endlessly. She said, we've got to do something. We've got to be able to honor the Tuskegee Airmen. And so I went and sat with Amy and Guy Worley, and we talked about it. And so in this new memorial, there will be a display that will be honoring specifically for you and the service that you and your colleagues did in World War II and all that you've done and all that you've represented. So we are very, very proud of you and your heritage and to be able to call you Franklin County's own. So thank you very much. I don't know if my colleagues wanted to add anything.
I think what you're doing to teach the next generations about what you do and what the Tuskegee Airmen represented, and teach young kids the abilities that they could have in learning to fly and learning to do what you did as a second generation member. I think it's just incredibly important, and anything we can do to help that I think is really great. And to reach out to the kids in our school districts throughout the county is just wonderful. So the museum's going to be really key to that, as well as making sure that we get your message out, and we can do that through our website. We can do that through so many ways. So anything we can do to help, I think, is going to be wonderful. And thank you for your service. Thank you for what your families have done. I mean, it's just amazing and important. Your stories are important, and we need to get that in the record for future generations.
And I certainly join in thanking you for your service. All three of us feel profoundly honored that you're here with us today. And we've had, all three of us, I believe, many interactions with the Tuskegee Airmen. I would just like to add that I want to thank you as a woman having served on the Defense Advisory Committee for Women in the Services, you and the Tuskegee Airmen's experience was held up as hope, too, for women in our military services to be treated as a daughter of America, just like sons of America. And you have had that influence, too, on our society. So whether they're girls or boys, we need you out there influencing our young people and giving them true hope for great careers in the military, and also, as the captain stated, beyond in the private sector. Thank you so much for protecting us and standing by America. Thank you.
Gentlemen, if you want to come up, we'd love to give you this and have a photo. And the ladies, I apologize. I will. She's got a new job. She's a busy now.
Ready? I want you to get a few. Very nice. And one more. Thanks, guys. Very nice. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Love that. Look at this.
Oh,
you
wow.
got a copy of it.
That's
The
cool.
show car.
That's really cool.
That is.
All right. Well, the rest of the meeting will be anticlimactic after that. Can we get a motion, can I get a motion for the approval of the minutes of the April 19th, 2016 general session?
I'll move for the approval of those minutes.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
The minutes have been approved.
All right, to the Sheriff's Department.
Resolution number 357-16, resolution authorizing the payment of $1,100 in resolution of claims brought by current employee Amy Kennedy in the amount of $1,100.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dave Masterson, Director of Administrative Services for Sheriff Scott. Payment of the $1,100 will close and prevent the time and expense of potential litigation in respect to a claim of alleged unfair treatment. And pending any questions, I ask your approval of this resolution.
Move for passage of Resolution 357-16.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 357-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 358-16, resolution authorizing a transfer of appropriations and a purchase order for the return of prisoners.
Commissioners, as mentioned, this resolution authorizes a transfer of appropriations and the approval of a purchase order to cover the necessary expenses incurred in the pursuit and transportation of prisoners. It covers the expenses of transporting 26 prisoners during January and 25 during February. The itemized reports have been submitted and approved by the sheriff. With no questions, I ask approval of this resolution.
Move for passage of Resolution 35816.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 358-16 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Domestic relations.
Resolution number 359-16, resolution authorizing a transfer of general fund appropriations for the addition of 9 juvenile detention officers.
Good morning, Commissioners. Barb Reeves, Deputy Director with the Court. With me this morning is Andrea Jones, the Superintendent of the Juvenile Detention Center. The Court's requesting funding for 9 juvenile detention officers. Effective July 1st, the Ohio Supreme Court passed a new rule which limits shackling of youth in the courtroom. 8 of these officers will provide the additional security needed for the courtrooms for this new rule. One of the officers will monitor the security and central control. With the recent upgrades of the security cameras in the facility, which added 47 cameras for a total of 218, the court found one officer was insufficient to monitor all those additional cameras. Pending any questions, we request the approval of this resolution.
Move for passage of Resolution 35916.
And I'll second, and I know this was the money for this was in our budget in contingency, so.
Yes, it was.
I'm fine with this. It's important.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 359-16 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Economic Development and Planning.
For this one, Commissioner, just need to vote to bring it off the
Oh,
table.
we do, thank you for reminding me. So we will need a motion to remove Resolution 345-16 from the table. Go ahead.
I'll move to bring Resolution number 34516 from the table.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
The resolution has been removed from the table.
Now, can you go ahead and read it into the record?
Resolution number 345-16, resolution authorizing a contract with the DePerna Economic Development Advisors to provide financial consulting services for the Infrastructure Works Program in the amount of $15,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. James Schimmer, Director of Economic Development and Planning. Commissioners, this contract is with DePerna and Associates Advisors, to provide servicing for our loan program. We have, as you know, begun to get our feet under us on this program, and DePerna has vast experience in this area and saw us through our first year. As we got going, we're asking for approval of this particular contract to go into the second year for 2 specific reasons, one of which is servicing the loans, and then secondly is for onboard training of our new economic development person that will be handling this program. So I'd ask for your approval of this resolution.
I'll move for passage of Resolution 34516.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 345-16 has been adopted.
Thanks, Commissioners, for your patience on this. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Jim. Benefits and Risk Management.
Resolution number 360-16, resolution authorizing a contract modification with Staywell Health Management, LLC, to provide an additional wellness service to members of the Franklin County Cooperative Health Benefits Program in the amount of $12,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Maggie Snow for Benefits and Risk Management. This addition to the contract provides another opportunity for individuals to gain health and wellness education. There are 15-minute workshops or 15-minute series, and the individual does this on a self-paced basis, and upon completion of it, they will receive credit for their Thrive On Hello Happy incentive. And the other change in the contract is that we have a replacement called self-directed coaching. It's replacing another program that we found was not quite as accomplishable within a reasonable period of time. And this one has 5 different program topics: eat well, move more, stress less, smoke free, and weight control. And again, they would receive credit upon completion of this towards their Hello Happy Thrive On incentive. Pending any questions, I request your approval of this contract amendment.
Move for passage of Resolution 36016.
I'll second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 360-16 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Maggie. Human Resources.
Resolution number 361-16, resolution approving personnel actions.
Good morning, Commissioners. Rob Young, representing Human Resources. Have the following personnel actions this week. Child Support Enforcement Agency, 2 promotions and 1 name change. Department of Job and Family Services, 1 new hire, 2 promotions, 1 reclassification, 2 transfers within the agency, 1 administrative leave, and 2 resignations. And Office on Aging, 1 resignation. Pending any questions, I request approval of the resolution.
Move for passage of Resolution 361-16.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 361-16 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob. Purchasing Department.
Resolution number 362-16, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $442,461.60.
Good morning, Commissioners. Megan Balanier for the Purchasing Department. The resolution before you requests your approval of 92 purchase orders. These purchase orders have been pre-certified as to the availability of funds by the County Auditor. Pending any questions, we recommend their approval.
Move for passage of Resolution 362-16.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 362-16 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Maggie.
Maggie. Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 363-16, resolution authorizing the renewal of the Everbridge mass notification and desktop alerting system.
Good morning, Commissioners. Adam Lukaupt on behalf of the Board. This resolution authorizes the renewal of the Everbridge mass notification system. This is the county's instance of that. And during this renewal period, the Alertus desktop alert component will be implemented. And also during this renewal period, we're going to work with EMA and the vendor to try to merge our Everbridge instance into the county EMA's mass notification instance. Pending any questions, I request your approval of this resolution.
That merger is a very good idea. How long do you think that will take?
There's one issue we're trying to work out. Right now, the employees of Franklin County enter an address, and that address is used when you're drawing the polygons when there's a notification action to be sent, and we don't want that to be confused with our employees as the residents of Franklin County. So that once we work that out, then I
So
think
how
we'll
long
be
do you
good.
think that will take?
Probably within a few months.
Okay.
That's what we're shooting for.
Good. Move for passage of Resolution 363-16.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 363-16 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thanks, Adam.
Resolution number 364-16, resolution reappointing Takesha Shepherd Cheney and Robert Wiseman to the board of the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium.
Good morning, Commissioners. Eric Janis, Deputy Administrator. Pending any questions, would recommend approval of these reappointments.
Just a quick question. The attendance of both has been good?
Yes, the attendance records were sent by Director Stoff, and they are good. Yep.
Okay, thank you. Move for passage of Resolution 364-16.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 364-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 365-16, resolution reappointing Kenneth N. Wilson to the Solid Waste Authority of Central Ohio Board of Trustees.
Pending any questions, would recommend approval.
We got okay attendance there, too?
I think he goes
can-
to about every meeting, and we're
I-
well aware of that.
I can vouch for that as a fellow board member with him, yes.
This is the chair of the board
He is the
there.
chair, that's correct.
Have you ever missed that meeting?
Not unless you're traveling.
Not in my memory.
Not unless he's traveling,
Two of them,
he's
though.
there. We've got one to make
They
today,
have a
right, boss?
lot of meetings.
They do.
Yeah.
Straker
They
has a
sure
lot of-
do.
I don't have 100% attendance record, but I've chaired the Audit and Finance Committee, Committee of the Whole, and now I chair the board. So
Yeah.
that doesn't allow, that hasn't
That
afforded
right,
me to miss
exactly.
very
Very
many
many,
meetings.
that's right, that's right.
Well, that's a good thing. There's a lot of waste. Right. Move for passage of Resolution 365-16.
I'll second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady. Resolution number 365-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 366-16, resolution reappointing Andy Keller to the Community Shelter Board.
And again, Commissioners, pending any questions, would recommend approval of this reappointment. No issues in talking with the Shelter Board. A very good board member.
Move for passage of Resolution 366-16.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady. Resolution number 366-16 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Resolution number 367-16, resolution authorizing supplemental appropriations and interfund loan and a transfer of funds for the payment of debt service.
Good morning, Commissioners. Zach Telerik with the Office of Management and Budget. This resolution will authorize the payment of the county's June 1st debt service payment, which will total $13.2 million. This includes the redemption of the Series 2005 issuance. The principal amount was $4,950,000. As was stated in that resolution last month, it includes the bridge loan for the Solid Waste Authority in the amount of $1,555,000 to go through the end of the year, just to provide financing for that redemption early. Pending any questions, would ask for your approval of this resolution.
And we can tell from that recitation that borrowing can be expensive, so it's good that we're going forward with the cash financing of the jail. Move for passage of Resolution 367-16.
I'll second it.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 367-16 has been adopted.
And Antoine, do we have any journalizations today?
3 of them today.
Okay.
From the Economic Development and Planning Department, description of an expedited Type 2 annexation case to be journalized on May 17th, general session agenda for consideration on June 14th. Case number ANX-EXP2-12-16, an expedited Type 2 annexation petition ANX-EXP2-12-16 was filed with the Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department on May 10th, 2016. The petition is requesting to annex 1.15 plus or minus acres from Clinton Township to the City of Columbus. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on June 14th, 2016. Site number 3913 Carr Road, PID number 130-004032, and a portion of the Carr Road public right-of-way. Case number ANX-EXP2-13-16, an expedited Type 2 annexation petition ANX-EXP2-13-16 was filed with the Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department on May 10th, 2016. The petition is requesting to annex .654 plus or minus acres from Jackson Township to the City of Grove City. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on June 14th, 2016. Site number 4178 Hoover Road, PID number 160-001146, and a portion of the Hoover Road public right-of-way. Case number ANX-EXP2-14-16, an expedited Type 2 annexation petition ANX-EXP2-14-16 was filed with the Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department on May 12th, 2016. The petition is requesting to annex 236.4 plus or minus acres from Jackson Township to the City of Grove City. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on June 14th, 2016. Site 5486 Jackson Pike, PID numbers 160-000285 and 160-000183.
Excellent. Okay. Well, that concludes our general session for May 17th. We will see everybody next week.